Our next honoree is Leonard Garfield, Executive Director of the Museum of History and Industry. For a man who runs a resource dedicated to Seattle's past achievements, Leonard thinks a lot about the city's future. Some of that future is about his own Mohi. Garfield oversaw the recent move from the museum's longtime home in Montlake to the fabulous new digs on the shore of Lake Union, refreshing its exhibits, bringing together its collections to a new resource and conservation center in Georgetown as well. Leonard sees the museum's initiatives, including the new Bezos Center for Innovation, engaging a new audience of people seeking to connect with, and I quote here, the story of where we've been and where we are going. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Leonard Garfield.
Well, thank you, John. Thank you, Seattle Business Magazine. And I especially want to thank the wonderful board members of the Museum of History and Industry, Ted and Linda Johnson, Gary Newman, Andrew Bohr, who are here this evening, and our incredible staff led by Jackie Durbin. You guys inspire me every day. You know, we are so lucky in Seattle. We're lucky because we are surrounded by great executives. Hey, we're surrounded by great executives in this room. And every month you can read about it in Seattle Business. And if you turn through the pages of Seattle history, you will find many, many examples. You can go all the way back to the beginning, 150 years ago, where a guy named Henry Yesler came to town, the town of maybe 50 people. He had an audacious idea to create a steam-powered sawmill. He took a risk. He shared the idea with folks. He got everybody on board, everybody at work, and suddenly everything changed, and the rest was history. And he learned in that process the fundamental truth of executive leadership in Seattle, that this community loves a great idea. Seattleites are passionate about good ideas. They're willing to take risks. They're willing to work hard. They're willing to persevere because our passion is to do better with what we have. Our passion is to move the needle. And here's the other thing that Henry Yesler learned and that so many others through the generations have learned, that those great ideas exist right here, right now, in this room, in our classrooms, in our communities. What we need to do as executives is to listen, to learn from our community, and to open the doors to let our community in, because then our success becomes our community's success. And in Mohi, what that means is that tens of thousands of young people every year come to the museum, not just to learn about Henry Yesler, but to learn about people like Shan Mullen and Martha Cho and Ken Kirkpatrick who's here tonight, who's such a great leader, to learn your stories, because you've shown that by taking risks, that by having courage, that by having passion, you can move the needle in our community, and as we've learned from so many of our organizations, in our world. And that's the true gift that we as executives can give to the young people who are coming up next. So thank you for this award, and thank you to the folks at Mohi who keep sharing those great stories, your stories, with our community. Thank you.
Thanks, Leonard. And if any of you have not yet been to the new Mohi, you really have to see it. It's spectacular.